deepfake menace. As artificial intelligence advances, so is the threat of people misusing AI to spread misinformation. Just days after deepfake videos of multiple film stars and politicians went viral on social media, created huge uproar in the country. Now the central government has summoned online platforms, including Google, Facebook, YouTube, on November 24th to warn them that severe action will be taken against them if at all they do not verify and pull down deepfakes from their sites. In an exclusive interview with India Today's Group Editorial Director, Raj Chengappa, Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar there has said, under new amendments to the IT Act, online platforms cannot carry misinformation or deepfakes. He's added that these platforms would be liable to be prosecuted under the Act if action is not taken against those deepfake videos.
Can you just describe safe harbor for a lay audience, and by removing it, how does it?
So one of the things that we have to understand is that the act, the law that governs the internet and therefore these platforms, is an IT Act. Right. It is a 22-year-old act. It was done in the time of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji in 2000, and then was subsequently amended during the UPA in 2008. One of the amendments that was put in the IT Act in 2008, in a blind following of the US model, was something called Section 79, which gives essentially immunity from any kind of prosecution to any internet platform. Oh. The narrative there at that time was that these platforms are not responsible for the content on their platform because some user does it. Right. So therefore, if you have to prosecute somebody, prosecute the user and not the platform. It's a clever way they managed that. I was on the IT committee those days, and I was the only one who opposed this for whatever it matters now. It's academic. But that safe harbor has caused platforms to not have a sense of good behavior or an obligation of good conduct. Right. So we now see this toxicity, and at every instance of toxicity, the government unfortunately becomes the arbiter of a dispute between the platform and a user. And I think it is clear with the IT rules now that we say that the safe harbor is conditional, and conditional on them addressing these 11 types of content which they cannot have on their platforms. And the way we will now regulate deepfakes is very simple. It is in the rules that we enacted in February 2023. If any platform has a deepfake, whether it's a messenger platform or a social media platform, and they have it on the platform despite their obligation not to put these kind of contents. But when it is reported to them there is such a deep fake, and they have 36 hours to remove it. If they do not, right, then the safe harbor falls away, and whoever is aggrieved, Raj Chengappa is aggrieved or Rajiv Chandrasekhar is aggrieved by the deep fake, can take them to court and criminally prosecute them for under the IPC and under the IT Act.
All right, that's Raj Chengappa who spoke to the IT Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Raj, that elaborate chat that you had with Rajiv clearly suggests that the government is now intending to crack down on platforms like Google, YouTube, etc., for not actually pulling out and differentiating between original and deepfake videos. Do tell us what's the plan ahead for them.
When I spoke to the minister, I think the government is clear, as the Prime Minister had mentioned to us at his Diwali meeting with the press, that he was deeply concerned by the deepfakes, and the Ministry of Information Technology is following that up very, very strictly. I think on November 24th, which is just 2 days from now, all the key platforms, whether it's Facebook, Google, YouTube, and others, would be summoned, the heads of them, and in some senses, the Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar will read the Riot Act to them, which is essentially that this business of safe harbor that they'd enjoyed for many, many years, decades in fact, where they said that their accountability didn't lie in the fact that if someone like you or me put any offensive content on their platform, then you or I would be sued and not them. That immunity has been lifted in the case of deepfakes and others.
All right. Thanks, Raj, for joining us on that. But, of course, for our viewers to listen into this full interview with IT Minister speaking to Raj Chengappa, you could catch that in the upcoming issue of the India Today magazine. All right. Now, remember earlier Prime Minister Modi termed deepfake as something that can cause major disturbance in the society. Well, here's what the Prime Minister said addressing this grave concern.
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के कारण और उसमें भी डीप फेक के कारण जो एक नया संकट आ रहा है, भारत का बहुत बड़ा वर्ग ऐसा है कि उसके पास वेरिफिकेशन के लिए या ऑथेंटिफाई करने के लिए कोई उसके पास पैरेलल व्यवस्था नहीं है। भारत में जिस भी चीजें से मीडिया शब्द जुड़ता है उसकी एक इज्जत है, और उसके कारण डीप फेक हो तो भी वो भरोसा कर लेता है यार ऐसे थोड़ा आया होगा, कुछ तो होगा। और ये बहुत बड़े संकट की तरफ जाएगा समाज में, और शायद वो असंतोष की आग भी बहुत तेजी से फैला सकता है। मैंने अभी एक वीडियो देखा जिसमें मैं गरबे गा रहा हूं और मैं खुद भी देख रहा क्या बढ़िया बना है और जो मुझे प्यार करते हैं वो भी इसको फॉरवर्ड कर रहे हैं मैं औरों का उदाहरण देना नहीं चाहता हूं, इसलिए मैंने दिया नहीं, मैंने अपना ही दिया, लेकिन एक चिंता का विषय है जी।